part in marriages, then we can have a conversation about me advocating for men. Right now, no, we are not there yet. Also, you need to remember that men don't defend women.
Nikikumbuka about Sarah Cohen, mi inafanyanga nisikie ni kama we are supposed to protect both genders. Even as a woman, I believe in equality, not men. Diana, you can't tell me I can protect men, no. But even Abundance, I'm not happy that she was beaten, but I'm not sorry because she hurt me. Unaona? No woman deserves to be beaten by any. Now that is why nilikuwa nasema jana, the husband is an illiterate person because anajua vizuri mpaka mtoto wake amebebwa hapo, lakini anampiga. Huyo ni wale wanaume wenye ana akili kabisa. Sema hivyo.
Wacha nijibu Gladwell. Gladwell ameniandikia kwa comment section. Diana, nani wako na muziki? Ni nani? Rocky ni wewe?
Wacha ni mute ni T.
Oh, okay. Diana, if for example Mbuki was your son, you'd have defended the woman. Mbuki is who?
Hello guys, it's your girl Patience Status. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscription box and put on the notification bell so that you don't forget any time I post a new video. Remember, I'm the queen of online gossip. So welcome to today's video. Don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment on the comment section.
But Abundance akutoa hiyo story ya Rozoginga. Abundance does not live in America. Abundance knows nothing about America. Rozoginga ni mimi ndio nilimuanalyze na ni mimi ndio nilisema she's trying to steal from people. She didn't need a GoFundMe for her medical bills. You and I are in America and you know that.
And I'm telling you what Abundance said in a live that I was in.
Yeah, so okay, she was only taking what an American had said. I said it and she took it. Abundance is not in America. She just likes to take.
Wewe jana leo unatetea huyu mama.
Alikuwa anachukua kwa nini Diana? Alikuwa anachukua kwa nini?
You are going to tell me it is plagiarism. It was plagiarism. It was plagiarism of nini? Of
America anachukua.
Someone you've ever helped. Mtu amewahi kusaidia, sasa unamuita mwizi juu umesikia an American person ongea. Is that plagiarism of ideas? No, yeti Diana unatetea huyu mama hivi.
Unajua, wacheni niwaambie kitu. Tunaongea because me I want us together.
Wewe swale. Huyu ni mama mmoja alisema anaenda kukata nyumba ya nani? Nyumba ya Diana na makasi.
Wacha nikwambie, hata akisema atakata nyumba, wacheni wajibu. Hata akisema anaenda kukata nyumba yangu na makasi, kwangu hawezi hata kufika. Mimi kwangu hawezi hata kupita. Wachana hata na hiyo nyumba ya kukata na makasi. Hawezi. She really can't. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, you guys need to understand how you guys are making Abundance take so much power from you guys. Munampatia huyu mwanamke a lot of power. Hakuna mtu amesema she's a good woman. She's not good. She's very bad. She's done very bad things. I'm not refusing that fact. Unasikia? But I feel like you're giving her so much power. You're concentrating so much on Abundance and it's consuming you people. Unasikia? In our change, you're becoming a completely different individuals in the face of this whole situation. Hiyo ndio kitu najaribu kusema. Anyway, story ya Rozoginga.
Alikuita woka akasema hujasoma, hujagraduate.
Okay.
Hata certificate ya class 8 jana.
Magitata
alitumiwa vitu na mtu wa Amerika mwenye alienda shule ya Diana. Ndio yeye akakuja
kumleta vitu. Guys, let me tell you mtaratara. Wewe mwenyewe unajua vizuri shule yangu iwezi school in America that can give anyone in America my documents, so that's a lie. Mtu mwenye alimtumia vitu hakuna. Hizo ni porojo. You also know that I graduated. Unajua hiyo ukweli. Wewe mtaratara.
Yeah, I know.
So, hata kama Abundance anakuja kupiga kelele, it's useless. My degree is mine. Abundance mwenye ako pale hivyo kando ya nini? Ya Lake Victoria huko. Ati sasa anakuja kudefine a degree for a person in America, guys. let's be reasonable. That's why I'm trying to tell you some of these things you need to ukue na emotional intelligence. Ujue how somebody cannot take over you. We mwenyewe. Like you have to know and allow yourself not to be carried over by the actions of abundance. Like look, it's like this woman has
dakika moja. TikTok drama. Kwani unilitoa powers za moderator?
Tena.
TikTok drama. Powers. I cannot siwezi pandisha guest, siwezi block.
Hapana Magi. Ngoja hebu nione. Kiasi. Hapana Magi, unaweza pandisha.
Na sieti baadaye swale sieti
Magi, unaweza. Iko sawa?
Okay, sawa.
Aya, tuendelee. Mimi nawasikiza. We are going to have conversation. Mfungukeni tuendelee. And then another one.
Unaona anafanya tunaongea kama wajinga fungukeni.
No, like
anaturecord aende afungue live atuana live. But no. Changing.
I'm not going to. I want to talk about the issue of feminism, and I'm not going to open my live. I'll do it here. See, I don't need to because I need to respond to some things. That's all. But I'm okay with you people talking about issue of abundance. Mimi, I don't negate the things that you have said about abundance. You guys have the right to speak the way you want to speak. Those are your feelings. But I'm also just saying, if you guys are in this space where you are allowing her to have so much power over you, like at the end of the day, then she's a winner. She's a winner then, because she's taking control of your emotions to the point that you're losing it. So then I think that's the power you're giving to her. That's something I can't do. Mi siwezi. I cannot let abundance define who I am. That's just something I'm not doing. I think that's the difference between me and you two and you guys. So
no. Then when we express how we feel, it doesn't mean she's taking out our power. We're just telling her how things are, our subscription and how we earn. She's taking literally nothing away from who we should be. We're just practicing our own social rights. She's not eliminating nothing. No, she has no power over us. She's just been under subjection of a litmus event that has happened.
Okay.
YGK has no power against anybody. Okay. Maybe which power? An illiterate which power? Over who?
But you are over here talking about the illiterate. You are investing so much.
But it doesn't eliminate being illiterate. Diana, being illiterate, we try to use the key thing, inclusivity in discussions. And we are not excluding her as a special criteria yenye ifai kuwa discussed about, because we believe in inclusivity of a population. So anajipata hapo ndani. So tutampea tu vile tuna feel. Inclusivity at work. Yeah. Hata kama utatucharaza baadaye nitakuwa nimeshashuka nimeenda kulala.
Mimi sina nguvu ya kucharaza. As I said, I'm giving my opinions genuinely on this TikTok, and I know that on this particular matter of GBV, there are many people who are going to be very uncomfortable with me, especially on Team Bipolar, including my friends, because of the stand I've taken. And I'm at peace with that. I'm not going to fight or force anybody to understand where I'm coming from. Sita lazimisha. Because first of all, the issue of gender-based violence is an issue that requires education, exposure, some kind of understanding, na pia empathy and compassion. So it's a complex subject that requires a lot of things. It's a layer of a lot of things. So sitaki kupush my ideologies on people. You know, people understand gender-based violence the way they understand it, and you can't force them to understand what you understand. You can't force them to acknowledge na wakue what you know, you can't. So Fresh Emar, badala ya kusema double standard, panda hapa juu unijibu. Umepatiwa nafasi. I've said mwenye ako na issue na mimi na hii issue ya abundance apande tu juu, so that we can have a discussion. Yeah, because I believe.
My last question before I go, Diana. For you, I credit you for having taken this thing from the feminist way, without hatred, with a lot of compassion and empathy. So, which other help is Abundance looking for on TikTok? You keep telling us she needs social support system. We're just TikTokers here. Maybe she has some few friends here and there. Which help is she looking for? Because we've seen on TikTok, for someone to have received help, it's all about money, money, money. And we can see her today asking for money. Which other help is she looking for in order to get today and forget about this thing for those people who feel for her like you?
Well, in my opinion, and this is just me, my opinion, truth is, I don't know her immediate needs at this moment.
Immediate need is money. She's been asking for money.
Okay.
Nataka sofa.
Yes.
Sofa
Yes.
set. Yeah.
Amesema nataka sofa, amekuwa kichangiwa. So she's money oriented. She doesn't care about the welfare of the little fetus in there. She's money oriented. So how can you help her achieve this mission of getting money from TikTokers?
I'm sorry. For me, I was there.
I want to ask a question.
Let me respond to Mtaratara first, and I want to respond to all of you because you're asking the questions. First of all, I don't think that Abundance is in a good place to ask for money right now. I feel I feel like she really needs to take care of herself mentally. I feel like she needs to be at a place where she's looking at, you know, everything that has happened to her in terms of physical, emotional, and financial abuse. She's gone through the 3 forms of abuse. Financial abuse because she talks about the husband being a gambler. She's gone through emotional abuse because she talks about the relatives of the husband now also joining in the negative tirade on her. And she's also gone through physical abuse because she had to go through a P3 form. All these forms of abuse and layers of abuse require psychosocial support. And psychosocial support is vital because if you don't get it, you are not in a good place mentally to handle finances. That is what we teach victims because it's so important for victims to be at a place where they are getting psychosocial support, psychotherapy, so that they are in a good place to handle money, good place to take care of the children, good place to be emotionally capable if they are pregnant to protect the unborn child. It's so important. That's why I'm saying that a lot of the things that are happening to Abundance right now are happening because she doesn't have a proper, exposed, educated, cultured support system. She has a support system that is thinking about using her situation to get money, and that is the problem. So if she's going to be getting money on this platform and psychologically she's not in a good place, she is going to be using her trauma to feed onto the money tap on TikTok. That is the danger. That is why when I went there the first place, I tried to prevent that by telling her she doesn't need to ask for money at this point. She needs to do things off camera, take care of herself emotionally because she needs that emotional support. That is the priority number 1. Because if she's not well mentally, she has children, she's not going to be able to take care of her kids. No matter how much money you give to a person that does not have mental stability, akiwa sawa, then that money is just going to go to waste because she's not going to be in a good place to make financial decisions. So I do hope that hata kama ni yeye ndiye aliulizia, anaulizia kwa sababu she doesn't have the right guidance. I'm telling you guys, and I can confidently say that because of the way when I first went to talk to them, they didn't even know what to do. So naambia mimi ingekuwa ni mtu ninajua mwenye niko very close to, that person would be off TikTok. Any money that we're supposed to give, we will give it privately, because another problem is that Mvuvi ako kwa TikTok. When you are facing a violent partner and you come on TikTok to fundraise money, you are 50% increasing the likelihood of this person harming you. Because usually perpetrators get triggered when they see you benefiting while they feel they need to put you down. So what they are doing on her platform right now is that they are exposing abundance more and more to danger when they are raising money. They shouldn't be doing that. So I don't know where they are coming from with all these ideologies, but I don't think that abundance has... No. Listen, guys, this is what...
But Diana, can you say, I wish you reframe this, because abundance is the problem for herself and she's exposing herself to more danger by coming here to solicit money. It is not people who told her to ask for money. She did it by herself.
Tara, this is the problem. You want me to say things the way you want me to say them, but this is Diana Rose. I have to say it the way I want to say it, not the way you want to hear it. That's the thing, because you want me to center abundance.
And I think Magazeti, I don't know, Magazeti would find Mvuvi, because I would also like to hear his side of the story.
Okay, would you also like for people to hear the side of the story of your ex that was abusing you? Yeah, no, let us now have conversations, because if you're saying you want Mvuvi to be brought, let me tell you, Maggie, somebody is going to look for your ex, and your ex will be brought here. Will you be happy to see your ex here, being brought here, the one that you also said abused?
When I and my ex separated, did I come to TikTok?
Yeah. Listen, let me tell you, when you and your ex separated, TikTok was not there. But right now there's TikTok.
Facebook, but there was Facebook.
Let me tell you something. Listen, Maggie. That same knife you want to use, please use it on yourself first. And this is a conversation we are having. Let's have this conversation because it's going to help all of you.
I never brought my marriage issue on social media.
Listen,
and I went
you did not bring your marriage issue on TikTok, because at that time TikTok was not there. But I tell you, Maggie, 100%.
But there was Facebook.
If TikTok, hapana, Facebook kuna pesa gani wewe? Kama TikTok ingekuwa, Maggie, ungeleta hiyo issue hapa. Mimi nakwambia plain and simple. Hata huyu mtaratara anaongea hapa, mwenye mnamwona hapa akifanya nyenyenene anatutwengia hapa. Kitu ikifanyikia mtaratara hapa, mimi ndio mtu wa kwanza atanipigia akiniambia, Diana, tuende tumalizane na huyu mtu. Diana, I can't. I'm not lying to you guys. Me, I know all of you here. Nawajua. Guys, don't joke. GBV can happen to anyone. If anything, listen, you are not special. You are not going to be a person that cannot face it. Nawambia. This TikTok has been a support system for so many people. TikTok has been a support system for nini? Nanyonga. Support system kwa watu wenye wanatengeneza mashule. Support system wenye wanafeed watu kwa street. Support system kwa watu wenye wanaua watoto kwa temu. Support system kwa manyumba za watu wenye wanaoana hapa kwa TikTok. You guys, you use this platform to satisfy your needs. Every need that you have. Kila kitu. Hii ni, yani inaitwaje? Soko mjinga ama ni Kongowea hapa. People come here to do anything. Watu wanakuja hapa wanasema hawana rent, matanga pia watu wanaua wazazi, watu wanaua mandugu na madada na wanapata pesa. This has been a place where people are using it as a support system. Whether it is for good or bad, it has been a support system. So if TikTok was here, my dear, ungekuja. That's what I'm just telling you. Mara unga. So tusijifanye. Nani tena kuna swali, tuendelee? Tunaongea. Mimi niko hapa leo nataka kuchukua maswali ya kila mtu. No matter how difficult they are, I'm here. Anybody who has a question, come up We are going to have a conversation. Cause niliwaona mna masudo zenu mkinicharaza huko kwingine. Mimi niko tu sawa. Ninaangalia vile mnanicharaza huko, naona vile mnaandika udaenda naye. Napenda kujipendekeza. Naona vile mnaandika hapo, karibu mnipige makonde. Nilisema half of you here ningekuwa ati ninaweza kutana na nyinyi kwa room after hii incident.
Sema hapo, I had a passion like abundance. Excuse me, I was a housewife. I had a profession, not a career. I wasn't working. Mimi nilikuwa housewife.
Yeah, that's the same situation.
The same situation. By the way, guys, is the man who used to provide for me. It was not the other way around.
Well, at the end of the day, you still were with an abusive person, whether he was a provider or not. The fact that he was an abusive doesn't make him any special. Whether he was providing or not, it's even worse when a provider abuses you. Because a provider should be in a better place not to abuse. Sasa ngapi mtu ako na pesa na ana nguvu ya kupiga mwanamke koma? Watu wenye wana pesa ndio watu wenye wana njaa ndio makonde ziko tayari. Ehe. Mwenye amekuja kusema comment section
at what has been provided to the husband. How come he just gets crippled easily, quickly? He's crippled quickly.
I can't see.
Network glitch. Your network has issues.
Oh, network yake iko na shida. Unasemaje Mtaratara?
Before Mtaratara apate network, don't you think saizi nani abundance wamekaa na mvuvi wanatucheka?
This is the thing. It doesn't matter. Even if she decides to kaa na mvuvi awacheke. Like I said, the onus is with her. People who decided to support abundance genuinely because they believed she was going through something did what they needed to do.
Mi naona atakuja kubai neti za kutega hipo. Huyo anaenda kutajirika na hii story.
Shauri yake. At the end of the day, listen. Unajua there are some things that happen on this platform that people forget. If you take advantage of the support that people are giving to you and people find out that you did it, you'll never get support again. And the funny thing is that something usually happens that makes you want to come back for support again. And then you will have no support system. That's what usually happens. So personally, if abundance decides to be laughing, and mimi kuna a very close relative of mine mwenye nilienda kumtoa kwa nyumba yake, nikamhamisha, nikampeleka kwa nyumba kwingine, nikamlipia, akaniambia ameachana mpaka na huyo bwana yake, only for me to find out wakipost Facebook wanacheka wakiwa na huyo bwana kwa hiyo nyumba. So mjinga ni nani? At the end of the day, it made me stop paying that rent. At the end of the day, I'll lose out. Listen, some things that you do out of foolishness makes you lose out at the end of the day, taking advantage of people's kindness. And then I end up, I go through the same GBV. And that's just how sad it is. Like sometimes when you joke about some things, they become your reality. That's the thing. So we just need to be very careful and aware of the things that we are doing. Hiyo tu. Mimi, I don't feel bad. Like at the end of the day, I only care about the fact that she needed help at that moment and it was given to her. Whatever she chooses to do can never ever override the fact that there was a need and it was taken care of. She's responsible for whatever she does. No. Aki Mtaratara, don't do that, Aki. Aki Koma, please. It's okay. Like we know that there are people who don't believe it, but Mimi, I know what really happens.
Mtaratara alishapewa picha. Allah.
Showed the photos, wewe mwenyewe. I saw the photos.
No. Mtaratara, ulikuwa unauliza swali gani? Sijasikusikia.
Network imekataa kurudi. Oh, sasa the thing was if
ndio nakusikia.
Huyu mvuvi abundance ndiye amekuwa akiprovide. Inakuwa aje anakuwa tu crippled once.
Sijakuelewa.
Huyu mvuvi amekuwa akilishwa na abundance. Abundance has been the provider in that house. How come she's just financially crippled all of a sudden after this abuse?
I think it's difficult. You know what usually happens in a situation like abundance is that abundance has been giving this person money so that she can keep the marriage. In my opinion, because this person has been constantly abusive. So if she really did care about kutoka angetoka mapema, but she's been keeping up the thing together just because she feels like she needed to be married. There are women who feel like they should be married. There are women who believe in marriage. There are women who believe that being in a marriage is so important and it protects them. It gives them some sense of security. That's what usually happens. So when you believe in a marriage, you constantly try to feed your perpetrator, your abuser, so that they continue loving you, continue being the husband that you want them to be. That's what usually happens. But then it reaches a point where you cannot give anything anymore because they've taken everything. And that's what usually makes it reach a breaking point. So when the breaking point is there, then now solutions are zero. There's no more money. Then now this person shows their more aggressive side. And that's what happened because they're replacing you. They have other options. When people have other options, they get rid of you. It's just that simple. It's just that women don't read the script all the time. People get rid of you because they don't want you. They have other options. Simple. It's just that we never pay attention. And that's why I keep telling women that it's so important for you not to center men in your lives. Marriage ubamba wafala. No, like even the conversations we were having today on the platform about feminism. This is why we need feminism. It's because the balance between men and women globally is difficult to achieve. Women are disadvantaged. The marriage institution is so oppressive to women.
So Diana, unasema wenye wako married ni mafala?
Oh yeah.
Haya.
Yeah, most of them ni mafala. I'm not lying to you, and it's the truth. Marriage is just for fools. I'm not lying to you. And including me, who actually got married.
Let me be a fool.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, look at it this way. You are in an institution with a person, and men are the ones that benefit. Because at the end of the day, most of the time, marriage derails a woman. Women go there to procreate. It's an institution. You are caged. You stop your careers. You stop growth. Unaelewa? It's not like let me be a fool. Let me tell you, even if it is to a billionaire, trust me, there is always a price to pay. Always a price to pay. Always. I'm telling you, women thrive. So research has shown that women thrive more when they are single than when they are married.
I hope to oppose. I was miserable when I was not married. The only achievement I have made in life is marriage.
I don't think marriage is an achievement.
Yeah, it's an achievement to me, Diana.
I feel like marriage is just a step in life. It's not an achievement.
D, what if people use these fresh you've used marriage is a scam, like you being close to abundance or YTK, you're trying to recruit her into single motherhood, and we know the state of Kenyan economy. She cannot thrive by herself easily with 4, 5, 6 kids. How will you take it?
Me and abundance. I mean,
yeah,
first of all,
you're saying marriage ubamba mafala, and that is why you are here.
First of all, why do you think I'm single? I'm not single. Me, I'm fucking a lot of men. And that's what I believe in. I sleep with a lot of men. That's what I believe in. I believe that as a woman, I have a beautiful body with a big sexual appetite that needs to be satisfied by many men. I don't believe in, you know, I don't believe in just being with one man, because I feel like that's the cage where women are. Ati kila siku nalala na mtu mmoja, unaamka so listen, I don't think
no.
I'm telling you the truth. I don't think it's something that women should practice. I think that women have beautiful bodies and a lot of the big sexual desires that need to be met, and we need to pay attention to that, you know. Women have bigger sexual libido than men, at least 18 times more. So you imagine you're stifling yourself to one man all the time, and you really shouldn't. So I don't think
You are enjoying it.
What?
If you are enjoying it with sticking with more than one man, why should we be prevented trying to practice? Because it sounds sweet.
I don't understand this conversation. I don't know, Aki network yako iko mbaya mtaratara. I wish you could find a place where there's good network so we can understand each other. So there's this thing that people keep talking about, soul ties, and I'm telling you guys, as women, there's nothing ati sijui ati nataka kurecruit abundance to singlehood. Guys, me and abundance are totally different people. The men she would fuck, I would never even look at. I'm sorry. What conversations would we have with her? Which is from a different world than I am. Abundance is someone I cannot have we can't see each other in terms of social life. We are totally different. I can only see her as a woman, yes, but not in terms of trying to keep her close and talk about stuff about intimacy. No, we are completely different. There is a lot of work for her. She might need to do for her to be at a place where maybe we can even talk about men. No, we are different, and that's what I'm telling you. There's growth. She needs to grow. There's a lot of things that she'll need to do. So we are the idea of me trying to recruit her to which men, guys? Do you know the men I fuck? I don't just sleep with any man. I try to make sure I take my vagina to places where it is respected and will come with places of value. So I don't take I pay attention to the men that I allow into my space because it's important. So I don't see why you people are thinking about me trying to recruit a single woman. I mean, that's a petty cheap talk. I don't do that. And I've told you guys, as a single woman, you need to be sleeping with many men. It's very important. It puts you in a place where you're getting experienced and you get to know men. And then you get to make better choices, because a lot of you have been so obsessed with the idea of monogamy that you don't put yourself in a place where you think you should be exploring and putting yourself out there. Practice responsible sex, experience men, get to know who they are. Then you're going to be a person that is now, at a place where you know your value. It's very important. Most of you here don't even know what the beauty of being loved is. Hamjui chochote. Hakuna. Story yenye mnajua tu ni mrija, but ukipewa hata hiyo mrija ukweli, you get surprised. If you get to be made love to properly, get to be loved properly, mnakuwa machizi because you've never experienced it. Nazoea kufinywa kwa maukuta pale Umoja, mnanyongwa, atijui kunyongwa, sijui nini. Yani you people are so used to rough stuff. Mnanyongwa, mnaenda mnaosha vibuyu, mnafanya nini? Those are the things you're used to.
Nani akona ile nini? Nani akona ile recording ya nani? Nani akona ile recording ya Abundance akidefend mvuvi akisema vile mvuvi is hardworking, vile mvuvi started everything.
And that is what I want to tell you, Magitasha. A lot of the times when you hear a woman talking about my husband, jua huyu anapigwa makofi. I've told you. Every time you hear a woman talking about how good the conjugal, my husband, huyu anakuanga na energy, sijui nini, guys, I'm telling you, it's a projection of pain. Akunanga kitu kama hiyo, because most of the time when you find a woman that is constantly talking about the man na hakuna palipopote huyu mwanaume pia anamuongelelea, kuna shida. There should be a balance. Every time if it is you whose voice is so loud talking about men and saying how good they are, vile ako na wewe na nini, I'm telling you kuna shida. Be very, very careful. Even if it is your friend, mkikutana kila wakati anakwambia, my husband bought me this, my husband did this to me. Be careful. Pay attention. Huyo ni mtu mwenye anapigwa. Be careful. It's not normal. There should be a balance. There should be a balance.
Hey, Diana.
Yeah, there should be a balance.
Mwenye nitumia inbox tafadhali. I love TBTs.
But sasa, why do you want to re-traumatize her? Maggie, you're so evil. What's the point?
I cannot be evil. I cannot be more evil than Abundance, no matter how evil I become.
Hey, leo hii conversation ni hard aje kwa hii platform.
We Dana, mbona hutaki TBT? TBT
I know what my man is capable of. You people leave my man alone. Hey, my man, conjugal. My man, conjugal. My man, conjugal. Kidogo kidogo. He is a gambler.
alafu kuja hapa ukisema kitu na kusaidia na kutusi. Sitawahi
Dana, mbona unaangalia hivyo?
mpaka tukakewa bwana ameangalia sawa.
My man, moving. Very strong.
That's my husband.
My man is strong. Ananipenda. Yes. My man. Conjugal. I've gone for conjugal. Usiende Dana, ulikuwa unaambiwa wewe unashautu kwa na nini? Uko na nyege yeye ameenda conjugal. Ama si wewe ulikuwa unaambiwa ameenda conjugal?
Diana.
Yes, okay, now that you've come to that topic, I want to talk about something here. Yenye naona ni kama kuna watu wengine walikuwa wamechukua hiyo story wana take it out of context. Today morning there were conversations at FYP's platform and I need to talk about something, and I need to talk about it exclusively because at the end of the day ni mzuri niongee ni clarify. Guys, when I say you are Mboro protector, na maanisha Mtaratara na Magi. Mtaratara and Magi are Mboro protectors. You know what? Yes, and I'm saying it boldly because yes, every time you choose the side of a man that is abusing a woman, you are a Mboro protector. Every time you choose a perpetrator of violence over a woman that is being abused, you are a Mboro protector. And when I use Mboro protector, it means I'm saying you are protecting an abusive man. That's what I'm saying. When a man abuses a woman and you decide to protect and accuse and actually pelt stones on the woman who is a victim, wewe ni Mboro protector. I'm just being honest. And that is something that most of you here have done.
When it comes to abundance, I want to be a Mboro protector until 2035.
That's okay. If it's a choice you made, that's fine. And this is why I want to clarify this thing. Mimi naongelelea victim blaming, victim shame. Let me just finish.
On how I feel about abundance, it doesn't mean I'm protecting the abuser, but I'm just standing in the way of her own utterance on how she carries out herself, insulting people and how these things comes back to her. Kama alikuwa anataka usaidizi, mbona yapiga simu tupigie best commander tushikie huyo mvuvi?
Listen, let me tell you.
She has a system of making that man to be sued. He doesn't have any interest of justice.
Unataka kusema
ana interest kufunga masikio. She doesn't have interest.
Hii mboka mnafanyiwa hapa. Up to now, why is mvuvi? Why is he free?
Yes. Why is he came? Asema saa hizi, I will call the best commander and DCI
You want to tell me this guy cannot locate mvuvi in this country?
Yes. He's not interested. We just gonna call the best commander. We'll call the DCI, the county commander in CIA.
Are you telling me the Kenyan DCI cannot get hold of this man? Where? Mpango peke yenu hapa, msitupange pamoja na mkipanga.
Nyinyi msitupeane huruma hapo. Kama hataki bwana ashikwe, kazi tu ni pesa ya TikTok.
Mbona hachangishi pesa ya kwenda kuchika mvuvi?
Asema tushike bwana saa hii. Mvuvi atakuwa ameshikwa.
Mbona mpaka sasa mvuvi hayuko?
In the next 2 hours kama nataka tushike huyo bwana.
Tuchange.
Yeye wameshinda kupata mvuvi.
Yes.
Dana leo amepigwa na bukia.
Okay, mmemaliza? Mmemaliza ama? Mkimaliza mniambie, nataka kuwajibu. Wacheni ni wajibu.
Nataka upin namba hapo, tuchange pesa mvuvi, tuweke gari ya polisi mafuta, mvuvi akashikwe.
No.
Iende imshike. Mvuvi awekwe ndani. Watu wanamtetea, tunataka justice.
Guys, let us have a conversation. Let us have a conversation because nilikuwa naongea hivi. Wacha tu have a conversation. Mumesema, I want to answer all your questions. First of all, nimeona Kemi ameandika hapo chini ati anybody who has an opinion contrary to mine you are a person that is giving power to the perpetrator, and the perpetrator is a man, ni mtu mwenye ako na mboro, so you are protecting the man. This is what usually happens. Let me tell you, when you are a victim of violence and you want to tell your story out there, and when you are coming out to speak, or before you speak, people are already questioning the validity of your story.
Collins is greeting you. Collins is greeting you.
I don't want to please don't distract me. Ebu niweke nini kope.
No, we want to arrest Mvuvi in the next 2 hours, Diana.
Wacha nimalize.
We want the perpetrator in.
Wacha nimalize.
Yes.
Wacha nimalize. Sasa, let me tell you something. Every time you choose not to pay attention to Mvuvi mwenye alipiga abundance, and you are paying attention to anaitwaje abundance, una protect Mvuvi. Unasikia? Because Mvuvi feels like aya, kumbe hata hizi vitu nimefanya hakuna ya, there are some people who are in support. Unaelewa? So when you are on the side of the perpetrator and you are not pelting stones on the perpetrator, but you choose the victim to question the victim. Why? Kwa nini? Hii alama iko wapi? Mbona tuoni makaratasi? Kama ulipigwa Friday, mbona vitu ziko? Questioning victims is so dangerous. It is like a problem with rape culture. We need to put all the efforts we have in questioning a perpetrator. Ule mtu mwenye amepiga mtu ndio unafaa kurushia mawe, sio mtu mwenye amepigwa. That's how it works. So kama mtu mwenye amepiga mtu ni mwanaume, that man is the one you need to attack, not the victim. So when it's a man, and this is why I use the word mboro protector, na nilianza kusema hiki kitu kitambo, sijui kwa nini leo ndio it is a issue. Unaona, I've always even had arguments with even JB here on victims, kuhusu revenge porn kwa ile story ya Nyako, kuhusu Sharon kwa story yake ya trauma na historia yake, kwa vitu vingi, especially when it comes to feminism. And I've always said, mboro protectors. Unasikia?
D, ask you. So, D, should I now call you Akuma protector instead of feminist?
That's okay. I've been okay with that. Mimi am Akuma protector by the way. Yeah. Mimi ni Kuma protector. I've been.
Na lesbians waseme nini? Malelo waseme?
Asiwalele kama wako na kuma na protect pia kuma zao. Mimi niko sawa. Mimi am good with that. By the way, mimi ni Kuma protector. Mimi ni Kuma protector number 1. Tena hiyo nimefurahia sana. Hiyo jina mnipe, niko sawa. I protect Kumas everywhere.
Mimi ni boy child protector. Mimi usiniite protector.
Why are you refusing?
No, there is no way. Let me tell you why I don't qualify kwa hii bracket ya kuitwa mboro protector. Yesterday I called out Mvuvi as an illiterate person for hitting a woman who is pregnant, but again called out abundance is bullshit because abundance ni enemy wangu.
Okay, so, see, calling out.
No place I praised that man.
No. Listen, let me tell you something. This is what I said. Ni vile tu hukusoma comment yangu vizuri. When I went to FYP, wacha nikienda ndio nakwambia wameweka tu comments lakini hawajaweka context ya comment vile niliandika. When nilienda kwa FYP alikuwa ananikujia kwa sababu nilikuwa nimetaja mboro protectors na sikukutaja. And the only reason why sikukutaja is because Sikukuwa nimesikia recording yoyote ukiblame victim. Unasikia? That is why I was very clear. So wakaanza kuniambia ati kuna recording.
Victim ni nani? Abundance ndiye victim.
Kwani unataka akue nini tena?
She deserves everything that is coming her way.
But even if she okay. Najua vizuri vile polisi wa Kenya wana act and the way they do. You know what usually happens. It's not news to you people. So why are you people pushing the idea of this? And another thing, mukumbuke, put it in your heads. Abundance ndio lazima atapush for bwanake ashikwe. Sio nini? That's what I'm saying. That is why I am asking, Abundance may not be having the right support system because these people, they need to guide her on a step-by-step thing, what she needs to do. Unaelewa? Because at the end of the day, I feel like the police in Kenya is known to all of you. See it, hamjui vile wana operate. Yeah. You cannot push the police in Kenya. Mnawajua vile wako. So I feel like mnafaa kumpatia nafasi arudi awaambie polisi wameshindwa kushika mvuvi, and then we move from there.
But you believe Diana, na uliuliza Abundance ni nini ili trigger bwanake mpaka akampiga? Manake mimi namjua Abundance ako na mdomo. Unajua mdomo ya Abundance inaweza hata trigger mwenda wazimu akampiga.
Sasa hiyo ndio inaitwa moral protection.
Tabasamu. Mimi sitatetea Abundance. Hiyo mdomo yake ndio ilifanya akapigwa. Hapo na
sasa hiyo tabasamu hivi. Then you've been abused by your partner. I just want you to picture that.
Diana. Abundance atapata help eventually, eh? Atapata help, but still she needs to know that she has hurt people on this platform. Anafaa kusikiza hizi lives later, ajue mambo amekuwa akifanya si poa, amekuwa akihurt other people. Afai kwenda scot free aone ati as much as anapata help amekuwa akifanya watu vizuri. Hapana, amekuwa akikosea watu, and they are also right to express their grievances also.
That's
but still atasaidiwa tu, bado atasaidika. She is human, what to do?
But anybody helping her, usimsaidie with the mentality that unafikiria she will not go back to the man, because you will be disappointed, my friend. Msaidie ukijua she will still go back to that man. Usimsaidie ati unasema huyo ametoka kwa huyo mwanaume, there will never be anything. Poleni sana. Sawa? She will unamsaidia ukijua the man is there to stay.
Na unajua boy child pia unini uabusiwa pia kwa ndoa.
Hata leo usiku msishangae anakula conjugal.
Na acheni niwaambie, leo hii ndio nimejua being a feminist, you don't have to defend only women, you're supposed to defend both. Diana, am I right? I saw that on Google.
Now, I love that you brought that topic. This is what I'll say. Feminism protects everybody, including men. But in the spirit of feminism, we must make it clear that men are more advantaged than women. That is why feminism centers a lot of its conversations around women. That's what usually happens. Men and women are sawa.
But you said you can never defend a man. Why did you say that?
Because I'm not an advocate for men.
But a true feminist anafaa could defend both genders.
No, you don't have to. Me, I don't advocate. I'm not an advocate for men.
Just say you chose to defend women.
No, I'm not. I am not. There is no way. Wacha nikwambie kwa nini si advocating for men. I'm not an advocate for men because the issues of women have not been resolved. They are way more than issues of men. That's the difference. So until such a time where the number of men that are being killed by women equal to the number of women being killed by men in marriages, then we can have a conversation about me advocating for men. Right now, no, we are not there yet. Also, you need to remember that men don't defend women.
Nikikumbuka about Sarah Cohen, inafanyanga nisikie ni kama we are supposed to protect both genders. Even as a woman, I believe in equality, not men. Diana, you can't tell me I can protect men, no. But even Abundance, I'm not happy that she was beaten, but I'm not sorry because she hurt me. Unaona? No woman deserves to be beaten by any. Now that is why nilikuwa nasema jana, the husband is an illiterate person because anajua vizuri mpaka mtoto wake amebebwa hapo, lakini anampiga. Huyo ni wale wanaume wenye hana akili kabisa. Kusema hivyo.
Wacha nijibu Gladwell. Gladwell ameniandikia kwa comment section. Diana, nani wako na muziki? Ni nani? Rocky ni wewe?
Wacha ni mute niti.
Oh, okay. Diana, if for example Mbuki was your son, you'd have defended the woman. Mbuki is who? Guys, Mbuki ni nani? Simwel, ebu rudia hiyo swali yako. Women will hurt.
She meant Mvuvi.
Oh, if Mvuvi was my son, Mvuvi would be in jail today. If Mvuvi was my son, Mvuvi angekuwa Kodiaga leo. I can assure you that 100%. Me, I'm raising a wonderful son that will never put his hands on any woman. If Mvuvi was my son, Kodiaga direct, without wasting time. Ningemuingiza asubuhi na mapema asubuhi. Sina time.
For sure.
Yeah. Even my son is here, he knows. I do not tolerate or condemn anything to kudhalilisha mwanamke. Anajua ile siku atawahi kukosea mwanamke heshima, his mother will never be on his side. He knows. Me, I don't defend men that abuse women. He knows that. So please, you better teach your children, even your sons. If you're raising sons, teach your children how to respect women. Teach your children consent. Ukiwa na sons, let me tell you, sons that are raised by feminists are the most wonderful men out there. They take good care of women properly because they have been raised by great mothers.
Alafu wapatane na mwanamke kama Abundance mwenye akona mdomo. Don't you think raising that?
Wapi? Kijana wangu atapatana na mtu kama Abundance wapi?
Hata nini ama dota yake?
Wapi? Ndio nakwambia, because at the end of the day, listen, let me tell you something. Listen, that's why I'm taking my kids to school. If my son is going to go to Harvard, where will he meet a child of Mvuvi? I'm just asking, not in a bad way. Like seriously, my child is going to be in Harvard. There's no way the child is going to be vita. Wapi?
Mimi naona watoto wafundishwe vita. The world we are living in.
Watoto wanaweza kufundishwa vile wanaweza kujiprotect. It's very important, but the greatest tool you can ever give your child is number 1, teach your children their rights, teach your children respect, teach your children consent, give your children education, expose your children, and then teach your children the right skills and the tools they use to navigate the outside world. If you empower your child at home and you teach your child what consent is at home, sex education at home. Munaona hizi vitu zenye zinafanyika, like most of these people who are getting involved kwa situation yenye anapigwa na hizi toka ni watu wenye hawakukuwa empowered by their parents. Most of them hawakufundishwa vizuri, hawajijui, hawaelewi their rights. Sawa? So when you teach your child their rights, your child will be able to know when they have been violated. They will be able to know when to walk away. Your child will not violence and abuse even before it comes. Na anajiondoa. And teach your children how to love themselves so that they value themselves, so that they know how to walk out of situations where they are being shown disrespect. Unasikia? So if you don't teach your children at home, trust me, it's going to be difficult for them to navigate the outside world. So we endelea hapo kukaa ati utaki kufundisha watoto wako vizuri, utajipata kama watoto wako wanakutana na machokora in this crazy world. Then you're dealing with the child, anazaa watoto sijui 6, 7, anapigwa kila siku, hawezi kutoka, then that burden is on you, because mtoto akishazaa akikufa, watoto wake watakuwa wewe ndio unawalinda. Hey, mimi I want to retire, have lots of sex and be out there enjoying myself when I'm old. I don't want to be taking care of Kimberly or raise children kama wamemalizwa na wanaume ama wanaume. Mimi nataka kubeba mizigo yangu nikijienjoy kivyangu. I want to enjoy my old age. I don't want to be a mother in old age. No way. Empower your children, bwana. An empowered child is a very, very safe child in the outside world. It's very important that you empower them. Si kukaa kwa TikTok kila saa mkiargue na kina Kinyanjui kama hakuna hata kitu anasema. Na uko na watoto kwa nyumba, umeshindwa kuwafundisha, ati ana question kwa nini feminism ati old culture sijui nini. Teach your child. Take a time. Ongea na mtoto. Ask them about their lives. Talk to your kids. Ask them about sex. Waongeleshe. Does your child even read? How many of you here know even the books your children are reading? How many of you here? Tell me. How many of you here have teenagers na wanajua hata masuruali? Last time msichana wako alindoa masuruali lini? How many of you here? Wangapi wenu hapa wako sure wanaweza kuniambia ya kwamba mtoto wake ako confident kukuja hata hapa kwa kamera kuhava conversation with about politics? How many? Does your child even know the number of counties in Kenya? Ule mtoto wako yani umekaa tu wewe ni mama ndee. Mtoto wako hata akiulizwa habari yako, mtoto anaogopa hata.
Are you aware that teenagers of nowadays wanajua mambo mob hata kutuliko?
But the thing is, kujua mambo, wacha nikwambie, kujua mambo mob haimaanishi ya kwamba unaweza na
no, education wise, like these politics things nini vitu kama hizo watoto wanajua, inategemea na ya mtoi pia.
Kujua watoto wanaweza kujua vitu but they cannot apply their knowledge. That's a problem. Mtu anaweza kujua hesabu lakini ukimpatia pesa afanye biashara hawezi. Useless. What's the point? You need to have a child that understands that, yani uko na knowledge and you can use your knowledge as skills, apply it as skills. What's the point of teaching it?
Yenye wanavaa najua. Nisione boxer ime.
Ndio na nakwambia ni sawa, lakini there is more to that. There is more. Unasikia? So kufundisha mtoto ni poa, lakini can they apply what you have taught them in life? Mnaona? Wengi wenu hapa mnaogopa hata kuambia watoto wenu about abuse. Hamjui domestic violence is part of sex education. Hamjui? You don't know. You don't teach your children that. Mnafikiria sex education is only about kufundisha mtoto about sex na kumwambia usiwahi kushika mimba. No. Domestic violence is there. Mental illness is there. Kujitoa uhai is there. Hizo ni vitu lazima ufundishe mtoto. Those are part of sex education. Unasikia? So it's up to you as parents. Take that role. Yani you need to take up that role as a parent. Teach your children. Mtoto mwenye amefundishwa na akona skills ni mtoto mwenye ni rahisi sana kunavigate kwa hii nchi mbaya. The world is harsh. Teach your children, I'm telling you. Na sasa hivi vile tuko in the era, especially those of you in America, you also have to include racism in your mafunzo. Lazima mtoto wako mweusi mwenye akuwa imejua eti yeye ni mweusi akitoka Kenya, lazima umfundishe, umwambie remember you are a black kid. Unamkumbusha. Don't forget you're black. So there are so many things that you have to do as a parent to make sure your children are safe. Otherwise, there's nothing that you can do to fix the way. The world is headed to a very dangerous place that kama hauja empower your children, tutakuwa na shida sana. Tutakuwa na shida sana. Aya. Mimi nafikiria nimemaliza hiyo maneno ya feminism. Wacha niambie liko nani anaitwaje Kinyanjui na Mosai. By the way, feminists enjoy the best of relationships with men because we do know what we already want and we choose high value men Men who understand what our needs are and will respect us. That's the beauty of feminism. Utapata feminist akienda kusugua majins na matakataka huko Umoja. Never. We are attracted to men who will respect us because we understand what we want and our rights. So big screen dakika 2. Wacha nikuweke. Guys, wacheni hata nini? Sielewi nani weka ndio hiyo kwa big screen. Wacha nitoe hii kitu kwa scroll. Wacha nijitoe kwa big screen. Ndio hiyo kuna nini hapo? What's going on?
Maliza vile ulikuwa unafanya, wacha nikae hapo.
Sasa umeniharibia sasa, hata my school of thought imeenda.
Una advice Kinyanjui on feminism?
Yeah, Kinyanjui nilikuwa namwambia pamoja na FYP because I feel like and na msifikirie ninawadharau. Chukueni vitabu msome so that you understand what feminism is. And also Diana Ross's feminism is from lived experiences. My feminism is not from the Western world. And feminism description is very simple. Feminism is the idea that you understand the rights of another person, that they need to be respected, that you can identify when their rights have been violated, and then you find ways in which you can help them get out of a situation where their rights have been violated. That is feminism, period. And it goes broader when you're giving it autopsies. When you talk about sexual reproductive health, we talk about education, we talk about financial empowerment. That is what feminism entails in a nutshell. There are no complications. And yes, I have no business being an advocate for men. I believe men can be their own advocates. Women have more issues going on than men. So I'm still taking care of women's issues. When the time comes when we are at an equal place where the statistics of women being killed is equal to that of men, then we can have a conversation about equality. Right now, I'm sorry, my feminism makes you uncomfortable, but I have no time and I'll never have time to be an advocate for men. Instead of asking why I'm an advocate for men, start being men's advocate. Talk about issues of men. Teach men how to respect women. Talk to men about the issues of women, the statistics of men when you wanaua wanawake. That is what you need to do, Kinyanjui. Go down, get a book as a journalist. Get the statistics of women that have died from femicide. Go and start talking to men. Tell them to stop kuua wanawake. Those are the conversations you should be having. Not attacking a woman like me that has worked with women and has seen women wakiuawa kwa sababu ya makosa ya wanaume. And another thing I want to tell Rose Oginga very clearly, there is nothing like toxic feminism. Does not exist. That's a narrative that has been created by patriarchy in order to taint feminism. Feminism is feminism, period. There are no autopsies to feminism. Hakuna toxic, hakuna yellow, hakuna blue feminism. Feminism is feminism. It's either feminism or not, period. There is nothing like toxic feminism. Most of the time, people who talk about toxic feminism are people who do not have exposure, proper exposure to the issues of feminism. Again, feminism in Africa is different from feminism in Europe and America. The reasons why American women are feminists are completely different from the reasons why Kenyan women are feminists. Sawa. We all end up being feminists, but the reasons why we choose feminism are different because of our socio-economic status, sawa, socio-economic classes, our backgrounds, our financial situations, literacy levels, and financial prowess. That is what makes us different. Tumeelewana? So a person in Kenya becomes a feminist because they are trying to save women from Kuria, from FGM, while a person in the US becomes a feminist because they are fighting systemic racism that is making sure women are paid lower than men in a particular setting. Those are the things that make us different. But at the end of the day, when we all sit there in the UN Charter, the CSW, every year, we are all feminists. And another thing, travel, guys, read books. Try to understand some things by reading. You can never understand things by trying to force your opinions about ati unachukia Diana juu anachukia men. No. Expose yourself to some things. When you don't understand a topic, take your time, go to YouTube. Resources are there. Go and read so that you understand huyu mwanamke, where is she coming from? Then challenge me based on facts. Don't do it just because you feel that you hate Diana Ross. No. If you need to talk to me about feminism, come with facts. And I repeat, I am a feminist yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Most of the reasons why I'm a feminist is because of lived experiences. And when I say lived experiences, it means I have seen gender-based violence. I have worked with victims. I have seen sexual reproductive health. I have buried kids. I have had miscarriages. I have seen the system, and I have seen the justice system in Kenya, and I understand how it is stable. Also, I have traveled and I have been married and left marriages. So it's called lived experiences, not from books. That is why I'm a feminist, and I will die one. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Sawa sawa. So the idea of toxic feminism is from a place of patriarchy. People need to understand there is nothing like toxic feminism. Feminism is feminism, period. Stop giving it autopsies. Aya, mlete cha ingine sasa. Mimi nina mute, sitaki kelele mingi sasa, nisikie cha ingine nicheke.
After this discussion ya abundance, I think angekosa kupiwa, atungejua vitu zenye nimejua. So
umejua nini?
So nimejua that I am a feminist because I stand for equality. That is what I've known today.
That's good. That's good because you've been against feminism. That's very good. Wonderful.
Yeah, because me, I stand for equality for real. Kama ni mwanaume amekosa atasema. Kama ni mwanamke, and in this case, wote wako tu.
Koma. Aya, wacha ni mute tusikie. Tidi ameenda wapi?
Diana, niko na swali.
Wacha nishuke kidogo akimalizane na mtu.
Tukasomea hii maneno ya feminism. Hizo.
Ati kuna
shule unajua unaweza turifaa.
Ati kuna nini?
Kuna shule unaweza turifaa tukasomea.
So thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Remember to like, share, comment, and if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know every time I post a new video. So guys, thank you. I'm gonna see you on my next video. Bye.